Hello everyone, and welcome back to Age of Mythology Divine Edition. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the last Lakota Mythic Age minor god, and the last god in this series, Unk, who is only available to Unsimaka.
Daku, Wablet, 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 Iblamnik.
Tiwohati. Iblamnikte. Oha.
Iblamnik. Wamani Blamnik.
Tiwohati. Uyacha. Tiwohati. Ha.
Iblamnik. Chong, Wablet.
Tiwohati.
Alright, Unk is the betrayed and distraught one. And if you recall that Anung Ite was the two-faced betrayer, you might start to see a bit of a pattern here.
Daku.
Anyways, let's also build a dock because she has an aquatic myth unit. Oh, that's a dead town center. Anyways, the first of Unk's myth units is the Unktehe Winyela, who is a very angry cow that is only good against town centers and units next to town centers. So let's send you up forward a bit. You know what? Let's build an entire separate temple here. Because the Unktehe Winyela is a slow myth unit. It is not a particularly strong myth unit. And yeah, you basically just want to take one and send it to the opponent's town center to wreak havoc. So we'll wait until they have a little more units. At this point, we'll talk about the aquatic myth unit, the Unktehe Bloka. The Unktehe Bloka is good against ships and breathes blue fire on docks and fishing ships. So, like the Unktehe Winyela, it has a very specific target that it likes, and it does best when cast on that target. Unk has 5 technologies. The first of which is Skese Thunka, which causes your Warpath badges to regenerate health even when doing no damage. So normally your Warpath badges generate health when attacking something, similar to the Troll or the Yangshi, and this lets them regenerate even better. So if we build a couple of them, send them into Warpath badges and send them over here, we'll see soon what they can do. And now let's send the cow in to explode the town center, or the citadel center. Note that with only 20% hack armor, the enemy can decently defend, though I still recommend using walls. Because once an Unktehe gets to a town center, it causes an explosion. This does a significant amount of damage. It killed those goats, as you can see, and even did a whole bunch of damage to that giraffe of Seth that was right next to it. But it also is very fast at actually killing a town center, because that's a citadel center with 55% hack resistance, and that Unktehe Winyela, even when attacked by a bunch of units, did almost 500 damage to it. With a Mother's Rage, Unktehe Winyela become Unktehe Sutta, which causes them to gain 30% more health and hack resistance. So now that 44% health and 1200 HP. So if we stand to say 3 of them in to attack this citadel, wow, all hell is going to break loose, and probably every unit they send is going to die. Yeah, let's kill these guys. We don't need them. They still don't have great armor, and they're still pretty slow. But yeah, all in all, don't let them near your town centers. Because they kill the farms, they kill the villages. Go away. You don't need the demonstration yet. And yeah, very strong was to get sunk into the building. The Unktehe Winyela were bred and created to wipe out traces of human civilization, and that's what they do best. You can see they're generating quite quickly because we got the Scythothunka technology. Ah, there we are, it's dead. So yeah, 3 Unkehi can, a little bit of a weakened Citadel Center to be true, but they certainly can take one down by themselves. Even with a mediocre army attacking them. And a lot of units died there in the explosions. So anyways, that Warpath Badger is basically full health again. So let's damage him a bit. Alright, maybe a bit more damage. Oh, we can just attack it. As you can see, every attack it makes, it regenerates a fair amount of HP. Which, combined with its natural generation, makes it a very resilient unit. So, it is still cavalry, it is still an archer, so Tremulations will shred it. Moving on to the remainder of the text. Surviving alone causes all of your ships to regenerate. It's a significant regeneration, but this, in my opinion, is not the strongest tech in the world. A father's anger causes your Unkehi blocker to become Unkehi Xapa, which move 33% faster and deal an extra 200% damage against myth units. This means that they, similar to the Winia Thanka, are very good against things like the Yormund Elva, which otherwise is a powerful myth unit. And Unk's final technology is the Fear of Death, which causes your archers and cavalry archers to do an extra 100% bonus damage against myth units. Notably, if you have the Akasita that does good damage against myth units, this becomes more powerful, as you might imagine. Let's wait for them to rebuild the town center before we use the God Power. The God Power is, I believe, is Unsegila, which causes Unk herself to appear in separate form, emerging from the ground in the area to swallow units and buildings. Hopefully they are going to rebuild the town center soon. Okay, well, it looks like they're not. So, let's use the God Power. Let's use it here. Wherever one of these serpents, or cunningly disguised earth dragons, appears, it creates an area of ground that can't be built on for quite some time, does damage to all units in the area, and does severe damage to all buildings in the area. It does do reduced damage to economic units, such as villages, but worth noting is that it does not have a damage cap, similar to the other 2 Lakota God Powers. The damage you can do here is directly proportional to how many units are in the area and get hit. If the dragon appears directly on top of a unit, it will generally kill that unit. But in this particular case, most of the Axemen stayed a little bit away. So if we use it again, they all die. Well, a lot of them die. A couple of them manage to survive somehow. So yeah, that is the God Power. And if we try to make a building, we can see that we cannot put buildings on top of these little spots. If one of these spots appears underneath the town center, that town center can still be built upon. So if we kill this town center with this God Power, that villager was already pretty injured. Probably got caught by the explosions. Normally it does about, 20 damage to a villager. So we have these unbuildable terrain patches that occur underneath the town center, but we can still put a town center on top of it. Anyways, that's Unk. I hope you have a nice day.